Hey friends, Michelle here with Rising Sun Oracle. Welcome to the channel. If you're new, welcome back if you are returning. I am here today with another one of my sample readings. This one is the channeled messages from your divine counterpart. This can relate to those who identify as a twin flame, soulmate, however you choose. Ideally, it's for those who are in separation, looking to gain some knowledge and understanding of where their partner is at, their counterpart. Where are they at? What are they feeling? What are they healing from? What are they looking to let go? How is the partner feeling at present time with some verbiage? What would they like to communicate to you? So we're going to have a look at this reading. It's about half hour in time. It's 14 cards. If you're interested in purchasing the reading, you can do so through my Etsy shop. And what happens is you'll get a video link to view the video on YouTube. It is a private link that only you and I have access to. And with that, let's get the reading started. So I'm channeling today for the collective, okay? So for the collective, we are going to ask, what is the current energy around your counterpart? All right. We've got an active deck. We have a lot of energy coming through. Ooh, I got a rush there. I got a flush of heat in my cheeks. So what's the current energy around your counterpart? What's the energy around them? I love this. This is beautiful. Okay, so we have awaiting results. So this indicates to me that this is a period of stagnation. This is a separation. This is waiting for knowledge, for understanding, for life in some area there's some area in their life that they are working on, that they're looking to plant roots in. So they're waiting. It's a gestation period, if you will, almost. So we're waiting to give birth to something new. We're waiting for maybe some things in our life that need to take place, a foundation that needs to be established before we feel like we can come forward and offer someone the opportunity to be in partnership. So we're waiting. We're waiting for results. 7 speaks to a number of different things: spirituality, inner awareness, wisdom and insight. So we're taking this time right now. Counterpart is taking time right now to gain some wisdom and some knowledge, to plant some roots. It's a time of waiting. But also what's on their mind is yin yang. This is coming into balance for them. Their energy needs to come into balance, their masculine and feminine energy. This is finding balance in life. This is finding balance in the connection with you. So there's something that's taken place. There's an energy that is present where the energy between the two of you is out of alignment. It's out of balance, but needing to come together. Excuse me, there is the energy of solar plexus and throat chakra coming through. What I'm getting is your counterpart is working up the courage to bring some sort of communication, to find balance in communication with you. So right now we're at a standstill. We're awaiting the opportunity for this individual to come into balance, to have the courage to bring communication forward. When I see 22 broken down, it's a number 4. 4 is foundation. It is structure. It's feeling stable. So at this point, again, your individual is trying to come into balance. They're awaiting something in life to take shape. There's an area here within internally and in the physical world, material world, that they're trying to balance out and come into some healthy, solid energy. So that's the energy around them at present time. Next, we are going to ask, what are they healing as it relates to you? What is your counterpart healing at present time as it relates to you? It's going to be 1 card. What's your person healing as it relates to you at present time? We have judgmental. Again, balance. This is that There's a couple messages that are coming through, and when I channel for the collective, we bring through a number of different messages. This healing, being judged by you, being judged by others, but specifically I'm getting two messages here. They've been judged by you specifically, and they are healing around that. But I'm also getting that there is energy coming forward regarding a collective where this person judged you unfairly. So there's healing around judgment. This is not having had awareness at the time when these energies or these situations were taking place where judgment was involved. It's not a black and white issue either. It's not one way or the other way. There's a lot of gray area in this matter too, where judgment has been present in your connection. So, excuse me, the throat chakra is really activated. Because there has been an issue where there's that gray area and not being able to see one way over another way, or having the other person's perspective, having not had the full picture revealed to them when they were in judgment mode towards you, that's where they're healing. We're healing judgment. That's a little bit of a harsh energy too in healing. I'm at a loss for words almost for a moment there, because there is an energy present where someone has great regret about the words that they spoke towards you and how they judged you. It was unfair and it was unkind. There's regret there. Next, we're going to ask, what does your counterpart need to let go in order to move forward? So what was holding them back in the connection? What's holding them back now? What do they need to let go so that they can move forward? What does your counterpart need to let go of in order to move forward? Loving myself unconditionally. The first thing that I hear from this is, because your person, your counterpart, didn't love themselves unconditionally, they were unable to bring you unconditional love. They are challenged. Judgment is a big part of this as well. When you judge others, you're not in a space of unconditional love. Unconditional love is accepting people and situations as they are without the need to manipulate it, without the need to change it. It's unconditional. And when you have judgment here and you're unable to love yourself unconditionally, you're going to be judging other people. So your person, what do they need to let go in order to move forward is to step into unconditional love. This has been their block. So it says, today I will work at loving myself unconditionally. God, please help me to let go of self-loathing and other unproductive behaviors. Today, God, I want to hold myself in high self-esteem. I know I can do so with your help. So your person's been in a situation where they haven't had confidence. We had that present in the solar plexus area here for yin yang, needing to come into balance with their self-esteem, with their how they view themselves. So they could have been placing judgment on themselves as well, being harsh with themselves. So they need to let that go. They need to come into the heart space and learn how to love unconditionally, not just themselves, but outwards. But it starts inward. Okay, so your person needs to let go of the negative thoughts that they've put in their mind about themselves. So again, today I will work at loving myself unconditionally. God, please help me to let go of self-loathing and other unproductive behaviors. Today, God, I want to hold myself in high self-esteem. I know I can do so with your help. Next, we're going to look at what does your counterpart need to surrender in order to gain internal peace around your separation? What does your person need to surrender in order to gain internal peace around your separation? This is one card. Trust. Trust could have been broken, well, was broken in your connection between the two of you. Either they are responsible for it or you are responsible for it. But what I'm getting is that they are responsible for it. So they need to surrender that they haven't brought trust. Okay, let me read this to you. Trust yourself in your decisions. Don't be swayed by other people's strong opinions about what you do. Judgment again. Take action and be confident that you have chosen the right path. So this person hasn't been trusting towards themselves. They haven't been able to trust their intuition, their heart space, their truth, their knowing. They tend to have made poor choices because they haven't trusted themselves to make the right choices in the past. So they need to come into healing with trust. Trust is a big issue for them. There has been a situation in your person's past where trust has been broken by someone that they held in high regard or is close to them. Someone broke their trust, and as a result, they've developed this pattern where because someone broke their trust, they don't trust others, and then they in turn create situations, subconsciously sometimes, where they tend to break trust with you and have broken trust with you. So they need to gain, they need to surrender the past of broken trust in order to move forward. So they need to heal around trust issues, trust for themselves and trust for you. I also have a message coming forward for an individual where someone, this counterpart that I'm channeling was really bad with lies. They told little fibs that turned into big issues where lies were present between your connection. This person is healing and needs to make peace with that situation in order to gain peace around your separation. Hard for me to reveal because I hate to bring these kinds of messages, but this person lied about being faithful to you. This person that I'm channeling in this moment about the truth. And I don't know if you're aware of it or not, that they were unfaithful when you were together. They're not at rest around that. There's a struggle for this person to actually speak that truth and to heal that between the two of you. Next, we're going to look at what does their higher self wish to say to you in this moment. So we're going to pull from 4 different decks. We're going to get some text. What does your counterpart wish to say to you in this moment? If they had the opportunity to communicate with you right now, what would they say? Well, we'll take the 2 cards from there. They got a lot to say. They have a lot to say. If anybody's watching right now and they have an itchy left ear, this is for you specifically. This is your counterpart coming through specifically. So again, if you're watching, doesn't matter what time this is, whenever you watch this, if your left ear feels itchy on the inside, there's a message here for you, specifically from your person. And one more. In this part of the reading, I am using two of my decks. I'm using the What He Didn't Say Volume 1 and 2. This is what they look like. Available in my Etsy shop. If you do not see them in the Etsy shop at present time, or when you go to purchase, means it's sold out, but it'll be back in stock. Volume 1 and 2. Okay? Sorry, I'm getting a little welts in here, a little hive. That's another sign for someone in particular. If you're watching this and you start to feel your throat area heat up, this one's for you as well. This feels awful. Can we start again and really listen to one another? So there has been an issue in the past where one or both of you hasn't felt heard in your connection. The ear. That's what that individual wanted to communicate, where I had the itchy ear. This feels awful. Can we start again and really listen to each other? Listening, active listening wasn't part of your connection then, but this is what they wish they could say to you, is that I want to be heard and I need to hear you. There have been times where I haven't heard you, and there have been times where you haven't heard me. They would bring you an apology. You have no idea how much I regret the direction I took in this. I am really sorry. Can you see my throat getting all red there? Keyword is I'm really sorry. Your next card. Emotions are a natural and necessary part of life, but they can also distort your perception and cloud your vision. In order to see things clearly, you must let go of resentment. You see the blind eye here? Judgment has caused resentment here in this connection. So they haven't been seeing things. There's been an issue where a blind eye was turned. It's caused resentment, and it's all deeply rooted in the emotions. Again, emotions are a natural and necessary part of life, but they can also distort your perception and cloud your vision. In order to see things clearly, you must let go of resentment. So, your person wishes that they hadn't judged you. In this case, there's one person here. Oh, wow. Look at that. It's burning up. They really regret the words that they said to you. There's whoever this unkind person here who has a problem with the throat has been judgmental. It was bad. It was bad. I'm sorry, it was bad. They're really sorry about that. Volume 1 says, I'm following faith. I am trusting the divine to bring us back together when the time is right. What I hear specifically, again, here goes the itchy ear. This person who didn't listen to you, this person here that I'm channeling, they want you to hold the knowledge that they are trying to work the courage to come forward with an apology, specifically that one individual. Wow. It really bothers them what they did, whatever it was that they did that brought such harsh communication to you. I don't know if you can hear my voice is starting to change a little bit too. they're really struggling with the fact that they really hurt you. There's a heaviness on their part that I'm channeling right now that is in deep regret. They don't want you to think that they want to come forward to restart something with you because they don't want to bring false hope. That is their main concern, is that they don't want you to think that I'm coming forward in a romantic sense. I really want to come forward to apologize, to take accountability for that, because what I did and what I said was very hurtful to you. And I'm concerned that if I come forward to brings to you, and if we can't make things work, that's going to hurt me even more, is what they're saying, is what I hear from them. And then finally, we have, stop worrying about what comes next. We will find a way. So like I said, this person, this one individual that I'm channeling, they're worried about how you're going to take or how you would react. More importantly, they worry how you feel and what possible expectation you're holding on to. Because they haven't been able, they haven't been able to come to you correctly in the past. Not because they didn't want to, because they just were unable. And the thing that bothers them the most, this is this one individual that I'm channeling, they felt really judged by you because they couldn't live up to a particular expectation. They've struggled around this. They broke your trust. And this is all because they weren't capable of loving themselves first. And because this individual has not been able to love themselves first, they weren't able to bring it to you. They regret that. They regret that they possibly said to you in the moment, in the situation, flat out, this person lied about how they felt. They weren't ready, and they were not on the same page as you about how you felt towards them. They did not reciprocate it, but they told you otherwise, and they regret doing that. Instead of listening to themselves and trusting themselves to actually say to you in that moment, I'm not ready to be in this space, I don't feel the same way, they regret taking the action of lying to you and saying that they were on the same page when they were not. And it broke your heart when the abrupt ending came. So this person is trying to struggle with coming forward with a resolution that clears the air between the two of you. They worry that you have this expectation that they're going to come forward and bring partnership again, when that may not necessarily be the case. They want to do correct by you in bringing forward an apology because they really regret not being honest with you in the first place about where they stood. It's not for lack of not liking you or not loving you. It's that this person doesn't love themselves first, and because they are not in a place of unconditional love towards self, they can't bring it to you. No matter what they do, they can't bring it to you. This is about themselves. It's not about you. It's not about... They're having a hard time. They're having a hard time trying to find the right words to say it where they are in their authentic self, but also explaining to you so that you understand where they were coming from. They don't want to hurt you any further, but they fear if they give you the truth, you're going to judge them again and you're going to hold this harsh energy towards them. They're trying to find balance in bringing truth that brings a release of this toxic energy that's between the two of you. They're really having a hard time with that. So not only does it Allow them the opportunity to be true to themselves, be honest with themselves, which is what they need to be, and to have self-love. But to give it to you in a way that brings you peace and resolution, and no longer has the ability for you to hold judgments towards them. It's finding that balance. That's the struggle here, is finding that courage to bring that truth. It's a very heavy one. Whew. If you feel lightheaded, if you feel dizzy in this moment, that is that same person connecting with you. The next question that I'm going to ask is, what signs does your counterpart give you when they wish to communicate with you? So we get 2 cards for this. What signs does your counterpart give you when they wish to communicate with you? I'm starting to get another welt up in here. This is something about vision, third eye. There's a blockage there as well. I don't know what that means, but it's somebody's energy coming forward. Okay. Damn it, vision. Can't make it up. Smoke, vision. Let me sit on it. Seashell protection. If you see seashells or you connect with seashells in some way, this is your person saying, I ask that the angels protect you, that they watch over you. I want you to have peace in your life. I brought you enough strife. I brought you, enough conflict that I just want you to have peace and to feel protected. This one's tripping me up. Visions, smoke. Things went up in smoke here, but also someone needs a good saging. Someone needs a good cleansing. This individual connects with you through third eye, through intuition. There's something here about blinded, not seeing things. The wool pulled over my eyes. So how are they wishing to communicate with you? What signs do they give you? I'll be honest with you guys, I really don't know how this person wants to communicate with you through vision and smoke, other than through dreams. I don't understand this one either, but this is the problem when I channel for a collective. There's so much information that comes through. Someone needs to have their vision checked, and maybe that's the form of protection. Someone here has, when you got the black and white again, yin yang energy here. This is totally off from the question. But there is someone coming through to warn you about your vision, to check your vision. This is a protective message for an individual about their vision. I don't know who that's for, don't know why it's coming through, other than there's someone here who's asking me to communicate to the collective. Someone needs to get their vision checked. It's a form of protective measures. It happens. It happens sometimes where you just get messages that don't relate to what's going on in the reading, what we're asking. So whoever that's for, please get your vision checked. The last question. Wow. I don't know if you have an issue with your left eye, whoever this was for, this last message. There's something here for you. All right, last question of the reading is, what are the possible future energies towards you in the connection? What is your person thinking that they're tapped into their energy? What are the possible future energies towards you and the connection? How are they possibly going to be feeling about you and the connection in the near future? We have foundations and achievements. For stability. There's an individual who's coming forward who has hope that once you clear the air, once you guys have a really good conversation and be honest with one another, that there is hope. When we started out here planting seeds, wanting to be in some area of life, feeling rooted, that there is a possibility that this individual from here could bring an opportunity to build a future with you. There is hope in this individual that they can come into balance with their energies and have the ability to move to that next chapter of commitment, possibly living together, having a family, possibly a blended family. But there's also an individual still present who says that there's obstacles and challenges still ahead, so they still feel a disconnect. They do still feel that there are other opportunities in life that maybe present themselves that they may focus on in favor of connection with you, or coming to rebuild with you or repair. This there's two energies coming forward. There's an individual coming forward who does want to repair. It's connected with this. These two cards, this energy here. There is a person present, or energy present of a counterpart who does want to rectify broken situations between the two of you and is willing to continue to overcome obstacles and challenges so that you can move into this stable energy of a foundation of building together. But then there's also an individual who's come forward in this energy of judgment, who still feels that I'm gonna be in a place where I just, no matter what I do, I can't fix this with you. Not for lack of courage, not for lack of voice, not for lack of trying, but that we're just on two very different paths and they're just not connecting right now. And it's not meant to be anything personal. It's just that we're in two different places in life and we're not going to be able to bridge that gap. So friends, that was an interesting one. Lots of body pings for me and lots of energy floating around. I hope that that's been of help to you, this message. And again, if you're interested in booking this reading, it is called the Channeled Messages from Your Divine Counterpart. It is meant for those who are in separation, for those who either identify as twin flames or as soulmates. It doesn't matter how you identify. It is a connection that is in disconnect, that is not in union, that brings forward messages to help you understand where your person is at and what's going on with them. All right, friends, if you're interested, it's on Etsy, and I'll leave the information below. Thank you for joining me again today. I appreciate it. Please leave your comments below. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. on YouTube. I don't know if you're aware of it, but I run a contest on a giveaway on YouTube. It's my 1K challenge. For every 100 new interval subscribers that come along, I give away a prize. So watch out for that. If you subscribe to the channel, then you'll get a notification when we reach the next giveaway point. So be sure to subscribe and hit the notification button. Thanks for joining me today. Take care. Have a good one.